Hey everyone. Hey DJ, welcome to the family. Hey weirdo. Let me see who was all in here. Mama Bear, Paula. User not found. Who the hell buys the same outfit as Shanann just to be usual? Okay, you guys, yeah. When I seen this stuff, I've been holding on to this. I haven't seen this, but I seen this a couple days ago. Stuff was sent to me. And yeah, I just can't get over it. It's pretty sick. Hey Andrea, DJ. Hey Jamie. JC. Can't wait, wanting to know the time. Well, it's right now, JC. Hey, pretty green eyes, welcome. Queen, Oswoman, Melissa. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Vero. Kat, Susie. No drama, please. Hey, Jen. Renee. Hey, Julie. What up, Nubs? Hey, Nikki. Is that everyone? Hey, Spacebound. Cotton Candy. I see you in there. Hey, Evelyn. Okay, so yeah, that picture, some of y'all maybe have already seen the picture that's the thumbnail, and I think it's pretty fucking sick. So I'm going to post screenshots and that picture in the Facebook group for you guys to see. I'm gonna read some of the comments that these three nasty women share around on social media to each other. I mean, I already didn't like them, but seeing this is just like, wow, okay. Hey, Nicola. I like that name. Hey, thanks, Tampa Boy Customs. You guys, he's got an awesome channel too. Hey, Just Joy. Yeah, let's do this. Tammy Barnes. Hey, Maggie. Another Nikki. KK plans on marrying Chris for money. I have had that thought myself because I feel like, well, I'm not sure if KK, I don't know if she is already married or something. I don't know, but it's weird. It's gross. And let me tell you, the shit that Lana is going around saying is disgusting. And she's all up in KK's ass. So KK is actually okay with this and going along with all of this. I would say that's the wrong person to have in Christopher Watts's corner. Just crazy. They are hella disgusting. Oh, no drama. Hi, hun. In the description, I put the link for memberships because I know some people have been having problems with the link on the channel. Cooter Brown. KK's your girlfriend. Yeah, link for memberships is in the description here if you want to. Welcome, Tammy. Lana is worse than KK and real psychopath. I would, well, they're all kind of in the same boat, but yes, I can see that. And the way she's shouting out KK. Oh, I know KK very well. We are really good friends. And right, KK, right, Kim? Like, so Kim is aware of all of this and going along with it. And I think it's sick, real fucking sick. And Jay for Justice, yeah, I already don't like her. Sick bitch. I am going to be reading some stuff that I've seen. I don't yet know how to share like screenshots, and I also don't want to accidentally show shit on my phone like Alan did. She's divorcing. Yeah, super sick bitches, these three. I'm telling you, these are the people that Frankie should be going after. In fact, I think I'm going to send Frankie a message myself because I know it probably doesn't look good coming from me, but I mean, that's true bashing of Shanann and the kids. It's not okay. KK is marrying Chris because the picture is a good payout. Yeah. Well, she's not doing this shit and putting her reputation, what she's got of one on the line, right, for no reason. I do think, because I actually have asked Mr. Share myself, I think she's trying to make herself look like Shanann. I do. Dyeing her hair. I feel like that's what she's doing. Oh, and she's going live at like 3 o'clock. Yay. Ugh. I'm going to read some stuff that Jay for Justice has been saying to these women. Hey, Beezy Mama. Hey, 1 Hour Dry Floors. You think Lana is KK? Okay, yeah, I did see he was on Crafton's. Okay, so he does know about it. Ugh. Good. Okay, good. Yeah, really sick. So Jay says that Shanann's makeup looks like a French whore. Pretty fucking sick. I think Shanann's fucking beautiful. So I don't know if they're like reflecting and speaking of Shanann and the children, like they really feel about themselves or what other people have said to them about them. And so they're just taking it out on poor Shanann who's passed away. I mean, it's just not, it's not right. That bitch is pretending to be SR after her murder. Oh, yeah. She is. And in that picture, that is a picture on the thumbnail here that Lana did. Lana dressed her husband up like Chris Watts, you guys. Like, it's some sick. It's sick. It's all about the money and the Photoshop pictures. Yep. They were both on Jay for Justice. Okay, so I do think it's two different people. I really do. Whether they're related, I'm not really sure. Thanks, Mama Bear. Hey, Charlie's Angels, Masta Mula. Lana has a trailer pretending to be Shanann, and the majority of the trailer is Lana drinking. That's interesting because one of the comments that they make fun of, they're talking about Nicole. What is that comment that I said? She says that Shanann's car is worth more than NK's trailer home. Well, NK didn't live in a trailer home. She lived in an apartment building, and the apartment was very fucking nice. So I'm not even sure why she would even say that. Lana is in Ohio. The KKBC may not be her at all, but it's 100%. Yeah, I do believe it's separate people. Yeah, her husband must be twisted as her. It's sick what people will go along with. I mean, much like Josh's wife, you know Josh's wife definitely knew that he had photoshopped Shanann's face over hers. That is some real sick shit, you guys. Real sick. And I don't buy for 1 minute that the wife didn't know. Like, people are actually using this case like family, all getting in on scamming together. It's ridiculous. Hey, Paula Walking, Alicia. Hey, weirdo. There's the link in there. Oh, what else was she saying? Oh, calling Shanann a skank, and she looks like a French whore. Disturbing. Bella looked very odd. Bella looks very autistic. Shan has fake tits. Shan is very high. Can someone please call Coke Addict? They want their glazed eyes back. I don't recall ever seeing photos of Shanann where she looked like she was on Coke. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me? I do not know how Jay for Justice has the amount of subscribers she has. It's really sad. She is one sick bitch. And yes, I am saying it. I don't even care. It is disgusting, Tanya. Very. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Becky. Yeah, one of my best friends has fake tits. Who cares? Again, this has to be reflecting, right? Like, I don't understand why anyone would talk like this. I know when we're like looking into the case, there's some questions that maybe Shanann doesn't always look the best in the light that we're looking at, right? But that is different than actually, I'm sorry, the Halloween costume is crossing a line. That is beyond disturbing. That's just as disturbing as Josh and the Photoshop of his wife. Unbelievable. Unsubscribed when she cut comments off for the public and went to members only. Yeah, I don't really like that either. That shows you exactly what they're in it for, right? Or else you wouldn't worry about it, because oh, well, so the trolls don't get in and it's less riffraff bothering us. That's not fucking true because your lowest membership, I think I looked, was $1.99. We all know some trolls will pay $1.99 to troll the shit out of people, right? We know this. Look at Alan. I just realized Mickey has the last name Barnes too. Love it. Hey, Fox. Imagine having such a low self-esteem that you need to put a dead woman down to feel better about yourself. Right. Yes, Luda. That's pretty sad. It is sad. Oh, and then there's the poem. I don't really quite understand that Lana wrote. The poem's real fucking weird. Let me read that. It says, I can still remember that first time we met. That dirty South accent had me flat on my back. Never thought the day would come you would leave us so soon. My life is now empty and my balls are so blue. The fuck is that, you sick bitch, Lana? And here we go. Just in case any of these dirty little bitches want to come in here and defend themselves, which they really can't. There's no defending this behavior whatsoever. You can come up here. I'll try to play nice while you explain to me what the fuck you're doing and why you're putting down toddlers at that. Like, however we feel about Shan. Not only Shan they're putting down, they're actually putting down 2 children that were murdered, that were what, both under the age of 5? You sick bitches. See, now they got Cher mad. This live will probably be striked and taken down. But I can't sugarcoat this shit. Hey, Purple. Hey, Crazy Mama. Hey, Nisha. Good to see you. I haven't seen you before. Isn't she a lesbian? Oh, weirdo. I'm not sure. Simone, it is sick as fuck. Yes. Bring them up. Let me on, man. Here. Anyone can use that. If you guys want to come up here and chat or say your pieces, anything you guys have maybe seen too, because I don't follow these people. I used to be all in the drama and follow it all because I wanted to know everything, right? But I just, for me, lately, it's out of sight, out of mind. But when I see sick shit like this, I sat on this for actually a few days thinking I was going to make a video, and then I'm like, I'll just throw up live because Mr. Cher went back to work after the holidays and I'm bored at home waiting for him to get home. So I figured I'd throw together a live, which is actually helpful because if any of you guys want to come up here, if you've seen anything or you know more on these nasty, nasty bitches, come up here and talk about it. Sylvia, I've missed you. Hey, Cindy. Yeah. Who is Lana? I've been gone a while. What channel does she have? She does not have a channel. She piggybacks off of the sick bitch J for Justice. And KK. Hey, baby. I love you too. What is wrong? Wait, who said share this is so wrong? No, I didn't even realize there's a video too, and it's probably good I didn't see that because I'd be even more pissed. Well, yeah, I have to address it because it's sick. That's the people like that Frankie should be going after. That is the sick shit. I do not victim bash or like do that shit. Now, if we're talking the case, and I've asked before, does anyone know? Is it true? Did Shanann give the kids Benadryl every night or whatever? There's going to be some things that, yeah, she's not going to look great, right? None of us would ever look great being put under a microscope at all. So it ain't just Shanann. It's none of us would look great if this was to happen and we were to be looked under. But that Halloween costume is real fucking sick. And half the shit, I can't believe they put on a public forum talking like that. Disturbing. The video is horrible. Ugh. I can't believe they're actually making videos like that too. I mean, isn't Lana a lesbian? Is she? I mean, maybe. Maybe she's very jealous of Shanann. I can tell you that. She even made a video saying the kids girls got kicked out of school because they had too many Thrive patches on. What the fuck? Really? Who is KK? Kim Kaufman. You're in a lot of Facebook Watts groups. She has tons of disgusting videos playing a dead Shanann. Stop. What? Hey, Belle. I freaking love you. So glad someone is saying something for Shanann and the girls. Are these things that are going on currently? So these are things I've seen from the past 2 years, but the newest one is, yeah, about a month old that I've seen. I didn't go back to look at recent stuff because, to be honest, I was debating even doing this because I didn't really want to get sucked back into, you know, the drama and hate videos, but this is some sick shit. Caffeine, I've missed you. If I send you the video, can you play the audio? I cannot right now. We can put it on the Facebook group though. I also don't, even if I don't know how to play videos and stuff yet, I'll have to learn that. But I also, maybe we shouldn't play it on here because I'm already risking this live getting a strike or something anyway, because I'm not a happy camper. Crafton Barnes, yeah, I've been hearing, I follow him. I've been hearing a lot that he also was calling them out, so that's good. I know Dave, Seeking the Truth with Dave, he used to be on J for Justice a lot too. It looks like she's losing a lot of people, and that's a good thing. Hey, is it Kesha? Welcome. Thank you. You would end up losing your channel, your voice. Yeah. Happy New Year, Caffeine. Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome, Sylvia. If anyone wants to come up here and chat. KK is going by Kim Rose on Facebook. Oh, she is just disturbing. This is probably what she wanted, to win everyone up for the fame. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, I'm just a little channel, so whatever I'm saying, I don't really think affects them, but I do know that people like that do like to listen to what I'm saying, so I get they can come up here and try and defend their nasty fucking actions, but there is no defending that, not whatsoever. So if they want to come up here, maybe they should actually be apologizing for the way they're talking about children that have passed, because I'm going to tell you three nasty bitches something. If I lost my children and I ever seen comments like that, I'd be at your fucking front door. And that's facts. Love you too, Shan. I cannot even believe it. Shit, you were talking about my dead daughter like that. I'd be at your door. I seen that Halloween costume. I'm coming there to fucking... I would be in fucking jail. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I seen KK's newest mod. I seen it. Everyone sent it to me. You know, they're perfect for each other. I'll leave it at that, okay? Perfect. Nope, there is no defending that. The only thing that they could possibly say is, I'm sorry, I am a sick bitch and I need some mental help. That's the only thing I really even want to hear from all three of them bitches. If anyone is subbed to that nasty bitch, I would unsubscribe, because that's not good. And I can't believe that would be her friends too, Lana. And what kind of fucking man goes along with dressing up as Chris Watts, by the way? That bitch is sick. That bitch is something sick. Stirring the pot to make some YouTube. Yeah, I can kind of agree that I think with my interactions with other high profile prisoners, I think that is what he's doing. I do believe he's talking to all these pen pals and stuff, because that's what they do. Like, Rhonda did that to me. She stopped doing it when I came in the picture for a couple years because I didn't trust anyone around her. And the family really liked me, because one thing I want to actually ask right now that I'm thinking about it, I do want to ask one question to Kim, because you're not going to fool me, because I've been in the same position she's in. And I want to know what the fuck she was promised. She's not doing this for no reason. She's not doing this just to help Chris Watts from the kindness of her heart. That's not what I'm seeing. That's not what she's doing. And I can speak from experience. I've been offered vacations. I've been offered diamond Rolexes. I've been offered expensive artwork. I've been offered houses. I've been offered many, many things to help high-profile prisoners. And I've denied everything. I always said, if I was to help them, then we would make money together, but not me making money off of their situation. I want to know what she's promised, because everyone I've talked to has always made me promises on something like that. Oh, your time, you need to be paid for your time, you're helping me, and blah, blah, blah. She was promised something, and I want to fucking know what it is. What was it, Kim? What were you promised, you nasty bitch? Yep, money or doing interviews and getting the payments for it. There's something promised to her, and I don't know what it is. I think some of you are right. I do think she's going to try and weasel her way in there and fucking marry him. That's some sick shit, too. All these people dressing up like Shanann and changing themselves to look like Shanann, or photoshopping Shanann's face over. What the hell is actually going on here? Chris's life, right? It's kind of the... Yes, and Dr. B, hi, I love you. I actually do believe that, because I actually was the power of attorney and given the rights to Rhonda's story. And there was that. So I am sure, and I can't even hate her for that. If she's smart, she would have had Chris sign something, because when I was helping Rhonda, I did make her sign something, but not something that was promising me anything. I had her just sign that I was in charge for the purposes of keeping people like these nasty bitches away from Rhonda. Sherilyn Cadle was one of them. So Sherilyn couldn't get near Rhonda because I was power of attorney and in charge of Rhonda's story through the media and everything, and on her legal team. So basically anything I said was what was going on. That's why Sherilyn Cadle never got fucking close to Rhonda. Thank God. Well, now she can have her, but seeing her do that to Shanann broke my heart. Wonder if Chris Watts knows what these broads are doing. I would say he don't know. I do not think that he knows either. There's no way he would know, because he's not in prison with YouTube and watching YouTube channels and Facebook posts. He's not, so he doesn't know. Hey, everyone who just came in here. Hey, Sky. Sorry, I'm on like a rant because it's very, very disturbing. Okay, drive safe, Dr. B. Hey, weirdo, do you want to come up here? There's the link again if anyone wants to come up here. But yeah, I mean, super, super sick shit. And I didn't even like write everything down, but I have a bunch of shit on my phone that I could read you guys. But it's going to be all posted in the Facebook group. But I think you guys have seen a lot of it before I have anyway. I'm glad I didn't see it before, because there would have been a lot of nasty videos I did. Hey, Summertime. Yeah. It's more than two, y'all. Jay is just as responsible for providing the platform. Yes. Yeah, exactly. And I see a lot of the comments that are made are actually from Jay. So there's that. So she's actually going around saying some real sick shit. And actually, those comments that I read about Bella looking autistic and the kids looking like there's something wrong with them, and Shan being high and on coke and stuff, that's all from Jay is for Justice. That's her. what's her name? Jennifer? Yeah, that's her writing that shit. That's nasty. Nasty, nasty. And he def not like them talking about Bella. That's just low. Nope. There definitely would have to say he would not appreciate that. I don't think he would appreciate it about Shanann, but for sure I can't see him liking that at all about the girls. That's fucking wrong. I see everything. I am so angry on these three people. Make me sick. Yeah. Yeah. Very sick person, Cat. Yeah, if you guys have other stuff too, you can post it in the Facebook group. Videos and whatnot. Shanann was just high on life. I'll have to say that she was. I heard Sandy Ruzek say on a clip, she was high on life. She had her hand and everything, and I can see that she was. But I don't think she was on cocaine. I'm sorry. She's always been Sister Jamie. Yeah, and how she. I can't believe how she was talking about the kids. And that's Jay for Justice, you all. Jay for Justice is literally talking shit about toddlers that were murdered. That is, I don't understand who follows somebody like that. I just don't get it. Unsubbed ages ago, yeah. I never subbed to her, but I watched a couple of her things, didn't quite like her, and then I know some people that I really like, kind of don't like her either. So I was like, oh, fine, I'll decide out of mine. Not even gonna follow that bitch. And now I'm glad I never did, because she is something sick. Anything for some damn attention. How just is? I don't even know if she's a mother or not, but I couldn't imagine. Hey, Skyzy, we got two Skies in here. Kim's supposed to be friends with this Lana person, and she's representing the Watts. Jay and this Lana are best friends. Just can't believe this. How is this okay? Exactly, Caffeine. It's not okay. She is very unprofessional. She should not be backing the Watts and allowing people to talk like this, but clearly she likes it. Hi, Pretty Green Eyes. Welcome.
Hiya.
How are you? What do you think about this?
I've never been on a live before. I'm from Glasgow in Scotland. However, I have followed this case for 3 years, and I've watched Jay is for Justice before, but the way she's going is disgusting. She's acting desperate.
Mm.
And what she's allowing on her channel is actually this mad bitch where, excuse me, right, I do apologise, but
Okay.
she's she's mocking Shanann with this horrible like face mask thing on, right? And then dressing her own kid up as Bella. It's horrific. I mean, who even thinks of doing that? You know? And it's like, and she's sitting there in Jay's live where, her cardigan down and the boobs hanging out and stuff like that. It's not that
Mm-hmm.
attractive. Put it away, hen. Do you know what I mean? Shanann had better
Yeah.
boobs than you. So, what you try to prove? Do you know what I mean? It's just bad taste. Very, very bad taste.
Very. Yeah, I can't believe the way I see the three of those women acting. It's
Hmm.
disgusting.
Hmm. And as women, mothers to mothers, who would do that? Seriously, it's
Yeah,
just wrong.
for that costume, you
Uh-huh.
had to go probably multiple different places. You like that took some time to
Uh-huh.
go and do that. Like that to me is just
To pick it
it's
out. That's just like
disturbing.
it's like um, looking at it, studying it for what? For what? A couple of views on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. It's just wrong. She's sad. She's desperate, and so is Jay for bringing them on. I used to watch Jay, and as soon as she's wrong, and I would tell her straight to her
Yeah.
face because she's desperate. So this is the first time I've been on. I'm so sorry.
No, it's great. Thank you so much. Dr. B says she loves your accent.
Oh God, no, you don't. Pure
Hey,
Glaswegian
Smitty.
Scottish. But Cher, you're the first. I mean, I've followed Armchair Detective. I follow Critical K. I follow Bam Bam. I follow Just Robbie and Mexi. And you are the first person that I've ever come on, right, for 3 years.
I feel special. Thank you.
Do you know what it is? I'm pure livid. I'm so raging at these people. Like I've been annoyed before, but this has just really got my back up. It's like what's the word? They're like cowards. They're not even. Do you know what I mean? How to do that to a dead woman and her God love they wee beautiful girls, and to mock them. What what do you have a laugh with that? You stupid cow. Do you know what I mean? What gets you off with that? That's just fucking wrong. Excuse the language. You there?
Yep, I was just looking at other messages, and don't worry about the language on this one.
No, I know. I'm so
I
sorry.
cuss like a sailor. Have a
No,
good day, Smitty. Oh, hey, George. Who else came in here? Eternal Flame, Jessica. How long were you following Jay for Justice for, by the way?
who me?
Yeah, you. Yep.
Oh, 3 years. About 3 years as well. Maybe not 2.5 years. And she was quite nice at first and stuff, and then she started going against Kay. I hated Kay as well, right? Critical Kay, because her voice totally does annoy me, and I've told her that. Um, However, Jay I thought was quite alright, and then she started bringing in like all these people, and it was like desperation stages. And I think the bird is on some coke or something like that. I do, to be perfectly honest, because I've heard that, and she sounds out of tits at times, and so
Ugh.
does alcohol.
Uh. Oh, she said something about baby Nico too. That's yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that what's her name? She actually said, "Oh, Nico, the boys are easier." Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
That's disgusting. And then we're going to get the reveal party going, or we're going to find out the reveal tonight. You
You're
know, totally mocking that.
yeah. I don't understand how these creators can fucking support trailer trash. Yeah.
No, we can all
Yeah.
be bitches. Let's face it, we can all be bitches, right? But to have to do that to a dead woman, right? What is the cause? What? Because you fancy Chris, or I mean, please, I date my life. He's no all that.
Ah. They've
I'm
taken the
sorry.
channels off for less. Yeah, I'm not sure. She would have to be reported for that, but she's not saying, I'm not sure, honestly, what she's saying in her channel or on her goddamn Patreon. And I just, it's probably good. I don't know. But if she's actually saying that on videos on her, you guys actually said she was saying it on videos. So yeah, that's super sad. Super sick. Hey, Tia. Hey, Roxy. Welcome. No drama. No drama, please. Whoops, wrong life for your name. Zero morals. Yeah, she said boys are easier to abort. Are you
My
fucking
God.
kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Who said that? Jay for Justice? Jay?
No,
Jennifer?
that mad bitch, Lana.
Tia, we're talking about the thumbnail here for this live is Lana, and which is Jennifer J. Free Justice's bestie, who
Oh,
we all know support, and
Zappy.
Kim Kaufman is buddies with, right? So the three of them are, oh, they're sick bitches. They are putting down Shanann, calling her a whore, talking about how her boobs are fake and how she looks like a coke addict and all these things,
Oh my
and
God.
even talking shit about Bella CC and Nico. This is Jennifer J for Justice,
Mm-hmm.
Lana, and Kim Kaufman.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe they even started selling the Vivint alarm systems just because it's the same ones Watts had. Sick. Fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
It is really sick to be laughing about abortions. I hope the Ruziks go after them. Yeah, if Frankie is watching this, them are the people that you should be going after, Frankie.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
true bullying, and you can't do
Absolutely.
it.
I totally agree. He's going to after AD, and I will stick up for AD because he was the first one that I subscribed to. I don't agree with everything that he says or does. However, he has always stuck by finding the truth, and he's never ever down Shanann or even her family.
Tia, it's Jennifer saying these things. Let me read you word for word the things that Jennifer herself is saying. Let me find my notebook because I wrote that nasty shit down. Cher's angry today. Okay,
Go on,
Tia.
girl.
All right, Tia. I'll just give you a couple things from Jennifer herself. You know, the lovely J for Justice. Here, these are things, and I will actually stop. I will send you screenshots also, Tia, privately. This is from J for Justice. Shanann's makeup looks like a French whore.
Oh my God.
Shanann was a skank. Shanann's car was worth more than Nicole's trailer home. Cece and Bella look like boys. Bella was odd looking. Bella looks a little autistic to me. Shanann has fake tits and buck teeth. Shanann looks very, very high, and a coke addict called, they want their glazed eyes back. Yes, this is Jennifer J for Justice. Those are her comments to Lana and KK.
How did you get them?
Oh, people send me things. And the reliable source, I mean,
Okay.
yeah. I don't
Well,
want to
the
say
thing
who,
now,
but
she looks autistic, right? I've got an autistic son, all right, and I don't appreciate that very much. The way J is for justice, I can tell, and I've been told by Kay that she takes drugs. Like, I'm not even going to go there, but she's not very reliable, and I don't appreciate that. Comment. She looks autistic. How does she know? Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
You don't fucking talk shit about that unless you know. Walk a mile in my shoes and then you'll know.
No,
So don't
Bubba.
just,
Bubba,
you know,
I'm sorry, she's doing more than just giving a platform. She's using her platform. Like I said, the things I just read out of my mouth are things that are coming from Jennifer herself
that's right.
on Facebook, to be exact. That's more than just a platform. She's
Mm.
trashing a woman that is a victim of murder, and her toddler children both were like 5 and under. That's not just giving a platform. And I don't give a shit, because I sure wouldn't open my platform even if that's all it was opening my platform. It wouldn't be open for people to talk like that.
You're right. You don't. You say it how it is. However, but see when it comes down to the nitty gritty, you don't take shit, right? You are actually a person that speaks from the heart, and that is why I've subscribed to you, and I do appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't, especially with situations like this, I just say it. I've always been a pretty blunt person,
Well,
which is
good.
why people love me or hate me. There's really no in between.
Well, it's better that than being fake.
Yeah. Who said,
Right?
can I put who said what? Everything I just read you is from Jennifer. And then there's some from Lana. I can give you Lana's poem.
God.
There's a lot more than I have. I just wasn't gonna write down everything because honestly, I was shaking a little bit, and you can hear I'm
No
already not
wonder.
that happy. So
No
think
wonder.
about the things I'm not even reading out loud right now. Here's Lana's poem. I can still remember that first time we met. That dirty South accent had me flat on my back. Never thought the day would come you would leave us so soon. My life is now empty, my balls are so blue.
Fuck's sake.
Why?
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, pretty sick. These bitches are sick. Sick. Think for yourself asked. Oh, my weirdo. If anyone wants to come up here, you sure can. Do
I'll go
not
off
give
on.
Lana more attention.
Thanks for having me. It's the first time I've been on any live in 3 years, and thank you for being, you know, hospitable. Shall we say?
You're welcome anytime. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
many thanks. Cheers now. I don't even know how to go off this.
I can take you out if you
All
want,
right,
but
right. Boot me
come
off.
back on anytime. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks for coming up here. That's awesome. And I do love your accent also. Yeah, we're going to post stuff in the Facebook group because I know some of you guys have all seen it, but I haven't because, like I said, out of sight, out of mind for me, but I can't just let this go. That's very, very disturbing. Very. Thank you for crafting. Yeah. Hey, Weezer. Nicolo. Nicola. Yeah, sickos. J stands for that shit. KK was behind the bashing the Kessinger channel. It's not that we're giving Lana attention. We need to expose discussing. Yeah, I've seen a couple of people in the comments too saying like this needs to be exposed. And like I said, I was going to make some videos about it, but I thought just hop on a live here because then, instead of answering a bunch of questions, which I'm sorry guys, I am slacking on answering comments this past like week or two over the holidays, but I'm getting around to them. You have posted AD's video and screenshot in your group. I will link Crafton's too. Thank you, Mama Bear. I really appreciate that. You've never heard any of this, but I don't pay attention to Lana. Yeah, I can see why. Tia, do you want to come up here? And I'm sorry if anyone is friends with these guys. I'm not sorry. This is how I feel, and it's wrong. So there's that. I don't feel bad for how I'm discussing them or what they're doing. I cannot condone that behavior. And I cannot believe they're doing this on public forums. And like I said, Frankie, if you're watching, I will send you all of this stuff because I'm sure it's private groups, but I'm sure he's probably already been sent this stuff. I may be the wrong person to send things to Frankie, but I think Frankie should definitely at least see that picture. Yeah, she is mentally demented. They all are. Personally sick of the weird freaks that pretend they support and are in fact shady as fuck. Absolutely. Okay, Tia, awesome. There's the link in the chat. Okay, weirdo. Yeah, I'll be on here for a little while. I'm just also passing time while Mister's at work, so can't bother him all day. karma. Yeah, I mean, if we can at least put the exposure out there, I don't want these women to think that they're getting away with this. They're not. We all fucking see you and we see your true colors, and they're fucking ugly. They're shit brown. That's what your colors are. Unfortunately, I don't think their channels aren't gonna get shut down because I mean, look at people have went after Alan for so long and he's still there, so I don't think their channels are gonna get shut down. And I'm aware by saying their fucking names, it's probably just helping them. Oh, there's my honey. I'm being mean again, babe. I'm sorry. Hey, Cattleman. Yeah, more social media. Yeah, I just cannot. There's even worse shit, you guys, about the kids that I've seen from Jennifer J for Justice. What she's saying. So I don't even want to hear that all she does is give a platform, because that's not what she's doing. She is bashing dead children and women, and it's disturbing. For what? Thanks, crazy mama. This is worse than Go Lightly. I'm worse than Go Lightly. Yeah, whatever. They are both viles pieces of shit to make fun and humiliate and deceased victim is just vile. Not only that, but children too. Like, I just can't even get over that. You are bashing toddlers. Like, how much do you have to hate yourself really in your life that you have to bash two toddlers that were murdered? Trent's cousin? Oh. Oh, really? You can hear him tell a lunatic what to say? Who's telling her what to say? Oh. Oh. Dr. B, Tia, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm okay. You know, just venting about some trash.
Taking the trash out, are you?
Yeah.
Hi, Dr. B, how are you?
Good. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Oh, perfect. I wanted to pop on and just I was thinking about just social psychology in general. And one of the experiments early on when they were looking at aggression, between groups, they found that if opposing groups have a subordinate goal, like a goal that they all share a value around, brings everybody together to rally around that goal. So I think that regardless of all the different camps, quote unquote, that we have within Watts Island, I think that regardless how much people dislike each other, I think this has set a whole new like level to just the level of disgust, and I think we can all agree that that is trash, and that if you support it, I don't know. So basically what I'm saying is this could be a blessing in disguise because it can help bring peace to our community, but also to put them where they belong. So that's
I
my rant.
agree. And what you said too is that is very cult like too, to all find a common thing to gather around and yeah. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. Sorry. My microwave won't shut off. When I close the door, it just keeps going. I'm going to blow up my house.
Okay, that's not a good thing. We need to get that shit under control, please.
Do not close that microwave, boys. It's got to stay open. Okay.
I do agree with what Dr. B said on some things, but how do you propose? Oh, and she's gone.
Oh, she's gone. She said her piece and she's out.
She's off.
Love you, Dr. B.
I was just curious. I wanted to know what she meant by I'm all for bringing us together. I mean, even if we disagree, like, I think there's room for everyone. I don't think that there's any room for anyone who's disrespectful. Like,
Yeah. Well,
my crazy.
you're just hearing this today, right?
I am. I literally hopped on. I was having lunch. I hopped on because somebody said, "Hey, share's on," and so I hopped on to hear. And then I'm like, I'm so disappointed. Lana doesn't surprise me. Okay, I'm not a fan. I have seen some posts, but I haven't watched a video of hers. But the Jay thing is so heart-wrenching to me. That's heartbreaking. I know you can send me the screenshots, but I really don't want you to. Like, I'm just gonna have to take your word on this one, Cher. I don't know if I want to see it.
Yeah, I know that sucks when you follow someone and then they aren't who you think they are, because I've been there.
Yeah.
And-
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not even that. It's just I like Jay. I just I think it's disappointing for any creator to put something like that out there, like to make those I mean, and everyone's free to have their opinion, so I don't want to judge, but also, like, Shanann's not here to defend herself. Her kids, I mean, kids are off limits on my book. I'll cut a bitch for talking about kids.
Right.
I mean,
Well, that's Jennifer talking about the kids. That's Jennifer.
Yeah, that's really heartbreaking. I don't know. What was the context? Like, why would you talk about the kids that way? Not that, and I'm not looking for any excuses, so please, people, don't come after me. Please don't come after me. It's not that. I'm just trying to, like, I think I'm trying to rationalize it in my head. Like,
yeah, I can understand that, because this is new to you. Like, yeah, like, I get it. I get how you're feeling. It's a shock, but
it really is. It truly is.
To me, no matter what the context that she's saying it, and the context, to me, it's her talking back and forth with Lana and another girl or two, and it's on their Facebook, and they think that they're just buddies talking. Like, it seems like this is how they talk. So,
this is okay.
You cannot tell me there's no context at all where talking like that is appropriate.
Oh, I mean, like I said, kids are off limits. Like, that's not, I don't care what you're into, what you're not into, what you agree with and what you don't. Kids are off limits on my book. That's not okay.
Jay took okay. I actually will just put this out there. I was talking to tabloids myself, and I know the agent I was talking to actually told me that they were in contact with another YouTuber. Didn't tell me what YouTuber, but I knew which one it was because of what was being discussed. So I fully believe that, yes. And then what she loves to do, and I'm sorry, Tia, but this is what I've been witnessing.
Don't apologize to me on your channel, sister. I'm here.
She really loves to put that shit out there, and then she'll go and blame Anna or anybody else. She'll blame Teresa, Nessa, anybody, Dr. B selling things, like anyone that she can blame, she's blaming, instead of just saying, I'm a piece of shit. I don't like, even just be honest. Okay, Jay, Jennifer, whatever you're going to go by, just be fucking honest. Say you're jealous of Shanann. You don't like Shanann. Like, I can't. Everything I've heard from this chick's mouth now is so against Shanann and the kids, and I don't get it. Do I think Shanann was the perfect wife or whatever? No, I do not. I don't think anyone really is. Do I think she had a bitchy attitude? Yes, I really fucking do. But did she deserve to be murdered with her children? No. Does she deserve to be having Halloween costumes worn by these sick bitches that are talking shit about her dead children too and her? Hell no.
I agree. I agree 100%. I mean, no one deserves to be talked about like that, alive or dead. Alive or dead.
Right.
So I don't even know.
It's a lot. I know.
It is a lot. Like it. I don't want. I'm struggling because I don't know. So it's really hard to defend someone or something that I haven't seen. I can only go by the people who have seen it and heard it, and So I'm coming in kind of. I'm trying to be impartial, but also open. A little bit open-minded and say, well, what was the context? But then I hear things like, oh, talking about the kids, and that just. It's not okay.
Saying Bella looked autistic and looks like both kids look like a boy. Why would you even have to say that? Whether say Bella was on the spectrum, I think that's rude. It's very gross. Like, why? Even if she was, why does that need to even be put out there? Let her rest. She is a toddler.
The poor kid. Oh, does Tia have a channel? 1 hour drive, Floors. Aren't you the cutest? Not yet.
She should.
Not yet. No. Oh, that's sweet, Chair. Thank you, by the way. You've been so supportive of LFT and myself. It's been amazing. We really appreciate you, and we're so glad to be part of your community and support you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Well, I support you guys too. Who said? I believe Kim is working for magazines and pretending to help Chris. I believe that could be partly true, but I also believe that Kim. I think she knows exactly what she's doing, and yeah, she's there to take advantage of the situation. I mean, you don't see me putting out a video yesterday. Hey guys, tomorrow I'm going live at 3:00. And then guess what? Don't watch Alan.
1 hour drive, Floors. Yeah, we used to be associated, but we're no longer associated with that channel. We are still doing research and we are still doing our thing. Also, Jane, I'm not justifying anyone's actions. Please don't think that I am. I'm coming in late in the game. So I apologize if I have offended anyone by, I'm not trying to defend anybody. I'm literally just trying to catch up here and make sense of it in my head. So, I mean, I get where you're coming from and saying, no. I really, truly, I get that. But I'm not disagreeing with you. I just don't know the story.
Yeah, and for Tia to just come in like this, you guys, because I can relate. I've been a part of channels that I thought very highly of just to learn that they aren't people I would want to be friends with in my real life, So Tia doesn't, she's new to it. She's just learning and hearing today. So it's like a shock almost. Hi, Nets, welcome.
It is, but I mean, it's not okay. I don't condone anything disrespectful. Everyone who has heard LFT, myself, whatever, we're always about respecting, Shanann. If you've ever heard me, I go ballistic when anyone talks about the Watts family, because that just, to me, I lose my shit. I lose my shit with that, because my famous line, I'm telling you, what pisses me off is I don't hear about Charlie Manson's mother. Ain't nobody blaming her.
Right.
But, oh my God, Cindy Watts is the spawn of Satan. Like, are you kidding me?
You guys, when people say that shit, it makes my blood boil. I cannot imagine that. I mean, it's just so wrong. So, I mean, okay, if you're going to say that, a lot of people say Shanann was a bossy bitch. So I guess that's all Sandy's fault. That's Sandy's fault,
Right?
Like, I just
kind of my thinking. I don't hear about Richard Ramirez's mother. Where the hell? I'd like to blame her. Can we blame her? I don't know. We're all blaming Cindy. Let's get on that bandwagon. Because let me tell you something. I will go batshit on somebody, and I don't know Cindy. I've never spoken with Cindy. I don't know the Watts family personally. I've never talked to them. I just know that she and Ronnie didn't have a thing to do with anything concerning the murders of the grandchildren, Shanann, or anything. And it just, I don't care what kind of person she is. I don't care if she's a horrible human being. She didn't have anything to do with it and should never be associated with it. And it pisses me off. Sorry, I'm off my chair.
You're on chairs. We cuss like sailors. And Devil Mike. I agree. I mean, I totally understand that. Thanks for that comment, by the way.
Yeah,
How many subs she's lost? I've been hearing a lot lately that she lost, but I didn't even go look. I mean, she's still got a lot. I mean, it is what it is. I can't change how they're going to talk, but I mean, I can expose it so that people know what's being said. If like Tia, she doesn't know her to be like this, so it's all news, But I do think people should know who they are backing and supporting.
Who is this Lana bitch and where'd she come from? Like, I know who she is, but where does she get off? Like,
I don't know. I don't know where these crazies keep showing up from.
I feel like they're like whack-a-mole.
Mm-hmm.
One and three more pop up. And I thought we had Kim under control. I felt like we had a good understanding with Kim. Like, okay, I can deal with this one. And then 10 times, I think Lana's 10 times worse. Like, I can't even imagine writing a poem about someone who's deceased in such a disrespect. Who does that? And this
right. And then after writing that poem, she said, "Hey, Kim Kaufman, I'm hoping I get poked tonight. Any ideas?" Like super sexual, and it's all to Kim. Like Kim knows this is going in. She's a part of it. It's Lana, Kim, and Jennifer. J for Justice. It's a sick group. I'm telling you, sick.
Well, Lana will be getting. Oh, Nicola, I don't know you, so I'm suspicious of you already. Good, awesome. You know what? I can respect that and get behind that. You don't know me, and that's cool. And you know what? Thanks for being brave enough to put that out there, and that's totally cool. I'm personally a fan of research and doing things from discovery. So I tend not to follow rumors too much or listen to a lot of the other goings on. But, I do like Cher for filling me in and educating me on things. But, I get the people, you don't know me from Adam. So I get that. Be suspicious. Be suspicious of everybody. Look into everybody. I'm not Jay.
Damn, yes. This sick bitch, I'm sorry, I'm just talking like I'm with my friends, okay? This is how I would talk. This sick bitch dressed her husband up like Chris Watts to decorate the fucking tree. And then dressed up. Okay, so that was just for Christmas. Okay, so for Christmas, this chick is dressing her husband up like Chris Watts, and then just for Halloween, dressed up as Shanann.
I saw a picture. Is that what it was? Like, somebody explain to me, does she have an alter ego? Is that what she does? Like, she does this whole alter ego thing? Is that?
No, I think she's just a disturbed individual. Even if it is an alter ego, that's fucking sick.
You know how like people come up with a character, if you will. Is this her character? I mean, that's fucking gross. I can't believe that you would do that. But are there people encouraging this behavior? Does she have friends?
Yeah, and there's even people in that group that I want to say one woman was Michelle. I can't remember her last name. I was going to write it down because she actually left a comment in that Facebook stuff and said, "You guys are really sick and demented, and you all need to be exposed for this." So I threw together a live.
Yeah.
That's disturbing.
What? She staged your house like there's two? What?
Yeah. Shazam is the character. Okay, so she is trying to be. I'm sorry, but that's still disgusting. Okay, that's real messed up.
Ew.
Yes, Heart of a Lion. Despicable.
I'm going to hop off so you can have someone else come on. But thanks for taking the time to let me come up here and say hi to you and support you. And I hope everyone has a great day. And geez, Louise, I'm going to have to. There's a lot to say. I'm just
Well,
trying
if
to.
you change your mind, I will send you. Also, it'll be in the Facebook group for Voices Behind the Wall. But if you change your mind, you want me to privately send them to you, I will.
No, I'll look in your Facebook group. I'll check
Okay.
in there. All right. Have a great day, you guys.
You too. Love ya.
Love you too.
She's the character of Shan Watt's corpse. Yo, that is just cringy. It's just cringy. Beyond disgusting. Absolutely. If anyone else wants to come up here, I stopped watching J for Justice a long time ago because she. Oh, did you come back? So I stopped watching her a long time ago because she also talks a lot of shit about another creator who everyone knows I fangirl over, which is Unmasked, Nessa and Teresa, the team there. I do not like how she talks about them. It's creepy and a lot of effort went into it. Absolutely. I mean, you had to go shopping to find all of that stuff. Hey, Janie.
I'm backstage. Hi, darling. What's going on?
Oh, you know, just talking about some dirty, dirty females.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
What do these girls need a good Aussie slang bitchin' match or what?
Yeah, I'd love this. One at a time. Let's go. Tag team.
Oh, you're so small. I'd probably be able to get the three of them all in one go. So, what have they done, sweetie? What's going on?
Oh, they're just talking about Bella and Cece negatively, saying that they looked like boys and they looked odd and sickly, and talking about how Shanann is a whore and her makeup looks like a French whore.
What?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You know what? To be honest with you, I did see a name out there today that I'd never seen before, and she kept saying, "This is my opinion. This is just my opinion." But I think Shanann, and she just had this complete different story, totally complete different story, and it's about how Shanann had. She wasn't allowed to be with the girls on her own and stuff like that. Like, so stupid. She wasn't allowed. You know, I ended up losing it and saying what I wanted to say and walked out. But you know, just got so delusional with what she was saying, and like 1 minute I thought, oh, okay, she's on the Watts' side, so I get it. You know, there's people that, you know, everyone knows the Shanann, right? They're I'm not a Shanann. My girlfriend's a Shanann. She's just on the go, 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 and she can get annoying. And but she's my best mate, and I love her to death. She would do anything for me, and she'd give me her last red cent if that's what I needed. And I think Shanann was pretty much like that with her friends. I think, you know, there might have been some, oh God, you know, here she goes. But when it come to the punch, she'd probably be the first one they'd ring. And, you know, she would be the first one to say, what can I do for you? So, you know, seeing all this new negative stuff coming out, I was kind of wondering whether Kim had started up a new, you know, we hate Kim, we hate Kim. You know, I think she just, Kim, not Kim, it's just I read it down there. Sorry. We hate Shanann, we hate Shanann. Because I think she's very much like Nicole Kissinger. She saw how Shanann lived, and that's how she wants to live now. And, you know, I think with her thinking that because she's had that contact with Christopher, that she feels that she's a bit more above everyone else now. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you want to
And
identify all those women who have been or are a mistress? Look out for the women who disparage Shanann and her children. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys something that I haven't said to anyone, but years ago, I was in my early 20s and just was used to abusive relationships. I technically was a mistress for 2 years, but again, I was young and I was in it because it was safer for me, if that makes sense.
yep,
He wasn't around all the time. He wasn't hitting me, like stuff like that. And I knew, yeah. But anyway, that's a reason too why I used to back NK actually, is because I could see some of what she was saying, but then I also used my experience of that time in my life to say, that's wrong, because if he had gone and killed his family, I would have been right there to the cops with everything. I wouldn't have deleted a damn thing. So that's how I actually ended up flip-flopping. But you know, I don't want to call them out if you're saying that them women were mistresses or whatever. I can't really say anything on that. I don't want to be a hypocrite. However, I don't think that's how. I just think it's how they are, and I think they're deflecting. I think these women have all had these things said to them or about them, or it's how they feel about themselves, possibly, because I can't, for the life of me, figure out why they would bash little children that were murdered. Why are they bashing Shanann, who she was beautiful? She didn't look like a whore. She actually
absolutely.
dressed very modestly, also. She was
Yeah,
very modest woman, except for when she's in her bikinis, but even her bikinis were very modest looking.
yeah, yeah. There was only that one time when she had that outfit on, but she'd lost so much weight, she looked hot, you know. Like I've got big breasts and I've hated them. I've had them ever since I was little. And like all my sisters in my family, big breasts. And, you know, if I had a lot of money, which I'm hoping will happen next month, um, I would get them deflated. I said to my doctor, let's just take them out. I'll have a flat chest until I die. I don't care. Because you know, they do get to you. But she's always been a classy dresser. She's always looked classy. And I
Mm-hmm.
understood when she said to Cindy, he looks like a skater boy, because he used to use the gel to, to up his hair. And my boys did that too, but they stopped doing it in their early 20s. They used to use more product than me. And so I get the skater boy reference, but you know, those kids were gorgeous. She was gorgeous. Chris always looked dressed nicely. Um, you know, they can't really knock the way that they lived, you know, and how they looked
Mm-hmm.
with their living. It's just that, you know, I think they look very classy. And you know, in the pictures that I've seen, even Cindy has looked classy. I've liked some of her haircuts that she's had, and you know, and you see the mums, and you know, I don't know, but I'm probably up around. Oh no, I'd be younger than their mums, but not by much, you know. And it's hard work to try and keep yourself looking good. And I think Shannon would have been the person who would have kept herself looking good, her husband looking good, and definitely her children. So for someone to who was the one that put the kids down? Was it Kim or Lana or?
That's Jennifer, actually. That was actually making comments about the children. That was Jennifer, aka J for Justice. Sick. And
Okay,
again, there's
I
some
stopped
posts in the
listening.
Facebook group.
Like I stopped listening to her probably about a year ago. You know, I know when her and Kay first started out, they're both together, and if I'm, I don't have a setup so I can say what I want, because I'm one of the people that go around and press the likes. So if I like you, I'll come in and help you by liking what you've got out there. So really, I'm like a shopper. I'm walking past all the shops, and if I like that shop and what they're selling, I'll go in there and press like and subscribe. But she really changed. Like when it was, you know, J and K or K and J, and you know, it was just even with K, she's very intelligent, I find, but I have to really be in the mood to sit there and listen to hers, because it always goes forever. but she's
Hey,
very
weirdo.
intelligent. So,
Hi, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. I was just waiting.
I want to say something really quick because I just saw, I can't remember who said it, but someone said that all she's guilty of is being a mistress. And that's what I originally thought like a year ago before I became, you know, the infamous flip-flopper. But
it's called sitting on the fence, darling.
yeah, I
Or
don't
if
believe
you're
that's
an
all she's
Aussie,
guilty of.
you're anemic.
I want to remind people that Amber Frey, who is somebody that NK Googled, right? So Amber Frey would be someone who was a mistress. She did things right. I want to remind people also of the case where a young man committed suicide and his girlfriend got 3 years in prison just by texting him ways to commit suicide. That's what she did. She told him harmless ways to kill himself. That's wrong, okay? I think she's wrong. I actually think she deserved a lot more than 3 years. But all I'm saying is NK is at least guilty of that, right? And I've seen the comments where Frankie Ruzick Jr. himself has said, my brother-in-law acted on what others put into his head. People put these ideas into his head, and my brother-in-law acted on those ideas. So let's go back, because we've heard Chris say if he didn't meet NK, everything would be different. Chris didn't just snap one day. Chris was Chris all the way until he started getting hit on by NK. That's when Chris snapped and changed, was when NK weaseled her way. Now, if she was only guilty of an affair, okay, this is where I try to put myself and my experiences, I could relate with her at first. I said that used to be my line. She's only guilty of having an affair. She's, you know, whatever. That's what she's guilty of, being a homewrecker. But again, putting myself in her shoes, I would not have deleted a single fucking thing, including I wouldn't have deleted any nude pics or anything, because I would be looking at the police the same way I go into my doctor and my doctor would see me. You know what I'm saying? If it's getting me off the hook from a family being massacred, the cops are getting my phone. I also want to remind people, Amber Frey wore wires and went and hung out with Scott Peterson too. That's somebody who's not guilty, somebody who is working with the police. And I want to also say, NK did not just go turn herself in. She was told by Anna Darko that the police were questioning people, and then NK called and was like, oh, let me look helpful. Come on. She's guilty of a lot
I
more. She
agree.
should be in prison. Yeah. Oh, Janie left. I'm sorry. NK lied to federal agents. Exactly. She lied. She hindered an investigation where a woman and children were murdered. That's prison time in almost any other state you look at. Casey Anthony lied to police, 3 or 5 years in prison, right? So where is NK's prison time? We know there should be at least 2 other people in prison with Chris Watts. At least one other, but 2 I'm thinking. I agree. I like, it's weird, but yes, I agree. Amber Frey is classy, helping the police, didn't hide anything. What's it? Hold on.
Okay, sorry, I'm here. I didn't come
You
up here
too,
just to be
please. Yes,
silent.
I do. I see your comment. I see you. Okay, Weirdo, sorry.
So there's something that you said that I just wanted to come up and, well, I mean, I was going to come up and talk to you anyways, but something specific. You said you didn't, something along the lines of you don't understand why these, you know, these women would bash. Now we're talking about fish. Bash innocent children. You know, remember you said that
Yes.
just a little bit ago.
Mhm.
Well, what if we like look at it from a different perspective? Because that's a great question that you asked. And what if they were plants to specifically do what they're doing in order to cause commotion, to get everybody all worked up, so that people, you know, and so that we all start asking, demanding answer, you know, demanding something be done for
Mhm.
these women bashing these, you know, these dead innocent victims. I don't know if you
I've
have
heard,
seen.
yeah, I've heard some of what you're saying. So basically, to start taking our rights from us is what you've been saying,
Exactly.
right?
So
Yeah.
it's the Hegelian dialectic and it's problem, reaction, solution. So they, being the government, create the problem, which would be Twin Peaks #2, anal. And hey, she said it. She said it as an anagram for her name was anal. So, and you know how they like to use anagrams. No, but and whoever else is doing this, who am I missing? Oh, Jay. So they're creating the problem, which is talking bad about victims who can't speak for themselves. And I've already seen a few people in the chat say that something needs to be done about it. So now we're giving a reaction. We're saying this is crazy. I can't believe this. They're sick. How could, you know, and that's now we're reacting, and then now we're going to turn to the ones who actually created the problem in the first place and ask that something be done, which would be the solution.
Yeah, that
You know what I'm
does
saying? So
make sense.
what if, you know, the whole thing with the I forgot, I can't say names on here. The R's. If the
Well,
R's.
I've been saying them. I've been saying them. Fuck it.
Okay. Well, I mean, again, it is ridiculous. So it's a public name.
Yeah.
We have every
Yeah.
right to say it, but I just wanted to respect your channel. But so you know that how they were engaging themselves with certain channels who, you know, advocate channels that were supportive of them, and then they would turn around and the people that didn't support them, they would go and, you know, ridicule them and, you know, laugh at all these videos that were being made, pretty much to cause division. So I'm wondering if that was the first attempt to try to get an uproar from people, and, you know, the whole we've been attacked, we've been threatened thing. And, you know, because I've never once, I mean, I don't know, I'm not on all the Facebook groups, but I haven't seen anybody say, I mean, remotely anything bad about Shanann, except for asking questions that are, you know, relevant questions. Like, why did she give Benadryl every night? You know, like those kind of things. Like, we have a right to question those. It's not bashing someone. So I'm just
Yeah,
wondering if that
I'm
whole.
curious because, yep. I see what you're saying because I've made a comment before that I know you got a kick out of, but now when you talk about it, I actually do wonder if a certain armchair detective maybe is in a part to distract everybody. It's crazy. No offense, Alan. I still love you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'll plead the fifth on that one. But yeah, I do. You know that I have opinions on that. But what I'm saying is the Ruseks were saying, oh, dang it, I said it. anyways, they were saying, oh, stop bashing Shanann, stop bashing Shanann, but I've never seen anybody do it, especially not AD. Of course, I have a different opinion on why he doesn't bash her, but anyways, so what if that didn't work and now they're trying, this is like a different attempt to take that away? Because again, it's getting everyone's worked up, everyone's all upset right now, and multiple comments in your chat saying we need to do something about it, or the R's need to do something about it. So I'm just saying, let's maybe look at it from a different perspective, because your question was a good question, and it's why would they do this, and why are they making it so obvious at the same time?
Right.
Like, they're obviously not being discreet about it, So maybe.
Oh, Andrea, thank you. Very, very nice of you. Yeah, shame on them. And I will be forwarding this stuff to Ronnie, even though I kind of hate it. What Devil Mike said, maybe not sending stuff to the families is a good idea. I'm not sure, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure that they're aware of it, but
yeah, they probably are.
But I'm just saying, like, maybe sit back and think about everything, about what's actually going on here before we start like demanding stuff be done. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's where the whole reaction thing comes into, and everyone's reacting and they're not like thinking logically, because they're upset because this innocent woman is being bashed and talked bad about. So that's just my opinion. That's to me what it looks like, and that's what I've always thought ever since the R's were on there. Well, ever since Frank, I mean, stood in front of the Watts house and said that he didn't want people talking about the case. To me, that was the first attempt at free speech, and then it was the R's going on and engaging themselves on channels. That was the second attempt, and now I'm just wondering if this is the third attempt to try and get a bigger reaction out of people, which it's working.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I just
I don't
want to
know, just
address,
something
I
to think
see
about.
some people, YouTube police and a couple others. I do know that my old team member is over there, and as I said before, I'm not really going to address that. I'll just say that I had already had my own personal feelings, because I could tell with how she was acting with me and the things that went on before I said it wasn't working no more. Yeah, it was definitely not a surprise to see that she was over there. Do I think they're the same person? No, but for her to trust her so quickly to be running everything, it is weird. And I saw some signs pointing that way, so it wasn't a shock. And that's all I'll say on it, because that chick really doesn't even deserve me even saying her name. But yes, I'm aware. Tammy Burns. I'm wondering too why the R's jump all over AD, but yet nothing about KK or J. I can't explain why they go after the people they do and not others. I can't really explain it. I'm not Frankie's biggest fan anyway, and that's just me being honest. And I don't have to. I don't have to ass kiss people. That's just not my style. So I'll keep it real. But I do also feel bad for him, if that makes sense. I'm just real fucked up. KK is doing damage control. Yeah, she's about to go live in like an hour, I think KK is.
Twin Peaks #2?
Yeah, she put a big video out making a big deal about it yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's
you guys,
right. So, but then it's gonna be it's gonna be members only, right? So you can only view it, but you can't comment.
Members only, to try and keep the riffraff out. So if anyone, which I may actually do, I'm gonna go spend $1.99 so I can say comment. But I've spent money in other people's lives to get comments to her. I wish.
Like, why would you limit the amount of people that can see your content, or charge people to see your content, if what she's saying about getting justice for Chris or whatever, getting him a fair trial, yada yada, wouldn't you want as many people to hear what you have to say as possible, why limit the amount of people that watch your content?
Yeah,
It doesn't.
it's weird. There's one thing and it's money, obviously. And the paid chat is exactly, I don't care. I People will pay. We've learned with Ellen. People are going to pay trolling and they're going to get in there and they're going to take their screenshots of her live and they'll be all going around. I don't even need to worry about paying to watch that shit because I'll see it all as it's unfolding anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I was bullied at school because of what you did. Excuse me? Who are we talking about? You're crying right now? I am very lost. Bullied at school because of what I did. Yeah, I don't know.
Sure, are you a bully?
I think so.
I could see that.
I think so. Yeah, I feel bad for Junior because I lost my sister to domestic violence. It's hard, and he lost his nieces. I want to Weezer. I feel bad his family died. Yes. However, he himself, and I do have screenshots, say Shanann was not in a relationship of domestic violence, and I don't believe so either because I come from that, and there would for sure there'd be there would be some more signs to that, whether it's a 911 call or a 911 call that got hung up on. I don't believe it was domestic violence situation. I believe everything was okay. I think Chris would still be going along with his life now if he didn't meet NK, and NK weaseled her way in there.
I don't know. I think if people saw some of the comments that the R's have been making on certain channels, I think they might feel a little bit differently. But then again, I can't speak for them. But it definitely made me feel differently.
I don't
I
think
mean, calling, saying, "Oh, we're victims," and everybody has been a victim to something at some point in their life, and to uh, mock and make fun of certain channel creators and people that they have no idea what they've gone through in their life, and to sit there and laugh in the comments is pretty hypocritical in my opinion, and it's wrong.
Yeah.
You can't call yourself a victim and then go in and then mock and make fun of people and laugh at people. That's terrible. Victim or no victim, you just don't do that.
Oh, hi, Karen. AD hasn't ever attacked anyone. He continues to be fair, or I'd never follow him. Well, he has attacked a lot of people. And I know some of the girls that he has attacked, and they were devastated. A lot of people have done a lot of work for him over 2 years ago, and I still like the guy. I give him hell, but he always keeps me in. He keeps me in his group. I don't know why he could kick me out any time he wanted. But I just wanted to quickly say that the other day when I said I was in that room, it kind of reminded me of what you just said about they were saying that like I heard that Chris, he wanted to close the girls' medical reports straight away because there had been mischief on his side, and that there was a time where Shanann got up and he was in Cece's room naked. So I don't know where to take that, or to take that seriously or not. And then hearing this new girl now saying all this stuff about Shanann and how bad of a mother she was, and like I said, I couldn't stay in the room all that long.
Yeah,
But
I can't say that she was a bad mom. I can't honestly say that. I don't know why people say that.
I do though wonder why she did give the girls medication every night. That's one thing that I wonder. But then my mum used to give us all medication, but she had 6 kids, so she used to give us a little spoonful of Phenergan every night. I think it was just to knock us all out when we were all younger. But yeah, it kind of, there's no reason to give children, especially ones that have got breathing difficulties like CC, to have that type of medication. Just it's like a cough medication that she was giving them. I knew that CC had a cough, but if she's not coughing, she doesn't need the medication. So, that's probably the one thing that if I could ever ask Shanann, that's what it would be, was why were the girls given cough medicine every night? But other than that, I think she was a fantastic mum. She cooked, he cleaned. From what I've seen in clips, he was happy to clean as long as he could eat the food afterwards. And, and she kept that house immaculate. Like, I would hate to have a house that big because they'd just be all dusty on one side of the house that I didn't use. Well, but yeah, I just, there's a lot. I just wish that if the Rusex and the Watts would get together and call out the news report and just say, today, 2 years ago, we lost our family members, and at this time we'd like to have a bit of peace. And that might just be a nice way, if they got together and said something like that, people might go, well, maybe we should slow down on them, I do feel for both families copying what they do. I don't know how they deal with it. I would hate to be in the shoe. Hi, Mensa.
Hey, you guys.
How are you?
Mensa, can I ask you a question?
Well, if I could first say, Cher, is it okay with you if I address what Megan said? Because I think she made some really good points.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Hi, I'm here. Sorry.
Hi, Megan.
Hi.
I don't think you and I have ever talked.
No, we haven't.
Like
Nice
this,
to
I
meet
mean.
you.
But I think you nailed it. You absolutely nailed it. Because I think if everybody, well, you guys are familiar with the term shit stirrer, to be blunt. Okay. If you look at KK and the Lana banana, whatever, and even AD and everybody, if you look at the list of people, especially the ones who have come and gone, okay? They're either recruited or they're hired or they're taking part in stirring shit. That's what they're doing.
And where do you stand now, Mensa? What side are you on now?
What side of what?
Well, like when I go and look at books, I saw a book there that you were selling for $20 for 48 pages. What was the book about?
Well, I'll go ahead and go with I'll finish my sentence. That if you look at the situation with this Lana banana and those terrible videos, okay? And then there's another new channel, her name is Meredith, and she's saying some really nasty things, over the top, okay? These people are put in place to be saying things like Shanann had Munchausen's. And then they show the videos of dressing up like a skeleton and being just over the top offensive. Okay, you following what I'm saying?
Yep.
So what happens then, it's language association. You have people like KK who are, and this Lana, who are making certain claims, and then they're over the top, offensive, cruel, terrible, disgusting, blah, blah, blah. What happens then is the average person who may observe those videos and say, why on earth was she giving the kids Benadryl and Tylenol every night at 6:30 p.m.?
Mhm.
Those people then are associated with the people like the Skeletor, whatever, okay? And that's what they're doing. They're placing these people so that it will become impossible to actually have a free and open discussion without being labeled one of those. The other thing to keep in mind is that KK and this Lana were involved from day one. They didn't just land on this case. They weren't just random viewers. They have been involved since day one. They've been connected to the family since day one. Their timing is very suspicious. Very
Can I
suspicious.
interrupt you for 1 second? There's some people, I see some of your comments, but I'm gonna put it this way. I'm not mean to people who have never been mean or done anything mean to me. Mensa's never done anything mean, never put anything hateful out about me. And she has different opinions, and we have some of the same opinions. And I'm gonna tell you
can't
guys,
see
me
that.
and my husband even have different opinions, okay? Me and him have totally different opinions. It's okay. So just listen to her speak, or if it's a problem, I'm not trying to be mean, but just don't listen then when she's here. Just hop off. But she's entitled to her opinion, and she's welcome here. That's all I'm gonna
I
say.
agree.
And that's a good example of what has been happening right from the start. I don't know if you guys realize it, but I was being attacked while I was on vacation and I had never heard of this case. The attacks were already organized and they were already going strong. And people like KK and Lana were entrenched in the two groups on Facebook which started the attacks, which were the breeding ground for the attacks against innocent people. There were 10 of us they targeted. People with higher education, people with training, people with experience. They targeted high-profile people who they felt, their words, would be easy to destroy. Okay? This is an organized attack. So for me to hop up on your panel and to speak about these attacks and then to have people in the chat right away, look at what they're saying, okay?
Yeah.
They're free to do so because they've had 2 years plus of training on how it's okay to attack somebody, even though they've never discussed the case with me, they've never asked questions, they've never cared to take part in any of our live chats or discussions, but they're free to run around. Their latest lie is to say that my children were taken away by CPS. A family member who's claiming to be a victim, claiming to be harassed, is spreading the lie that my children were ever taken away by CPS.
Hmm.
Who's the CPS over there? The
What?
children's. Who is the CPS over there? Mensa? Who's the CPS?
What do you mean?
Like, what does it stand for?
Child Protective Services?
Oh, right, okay, sorry. No, it's just that I
So
noticed the
it's
other
okay
day.
for the organized attackers to go ahead and lie and to come up with their stories and to post their defamatory content. So much so, and so, they're flooding the discussions with their lies. That's okay for the avocado to threaten me in a video and for the family members to applaud her while she's threatening me, okay? So I've only been up here for a couple minutes before the comments started. It's a free-for-all. It's okay to go ahead and attack me because that's what they've been conditioned and trained for over 2 years, that it's perfectly okay if somebody has a different opinion. And in my case, even before you knew what the opinion was, because remember, I was on vacation when they were already attacking me. That's okay to attack people. You know, that's another danger that's going on because society is learning that anything goes on YouTube. And that's wrong. People are absolutely violating the law. And they're being trained that that's okay. Because that person might have said something bad. You see what I'm saying? It's a training. It's like, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we learned that there's a study going on of how to warp public opinion and how to promote mob
Actually,
mentality.
it's very interesting. I have the other channels that talk about this case being left alone. What
Well,
channels would they be?
So I think what Megan said really, I think, Cher, if you dig into that, I think Megan just nailed it. I highly doubt that KK or Lana, either one of them, have the opinions that they claim to have. I think that they're in place for other reasons.
Yeah, that is interesting. I could see that. Hope I'm staying because, like I said before, it's refreshing. Okay, good.
You know, I think a good first step for everybody is if you don't like content, don't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe the first step is for everyone to remember that we're over 18, so we should act like adults. And, you know, if you see something you don't want to watch, then don't watch it and go on to something that you do want to watch, right?
Yeah. If I was to listen and not have, because everyone has a problem with someone, you guys, I came on here not a very liked person. And it, to me, wasn't fair. I can't treat other people like that. You know, I can't. And like I said, my own husband doesn't have the same opinions as me. I can't bash and just hate Mensa because other people don't like her opinions, you know? So,
And the idea that anybody should be hating Mensa is a joke because it was organized, it was staged, it was created. Even the armchair detective himself said that he
mhm.
feels sorry for Mensa because this was staged from the start. That's a direct quote, staged
Mhm.
from the start. So again, we're teaching people, we meaning this entire circus, is conditioning people to know that it's okay to hate somebody because they heard from somebody else that somebody may have said something that they might not like. You know, I challenge any person who's saying anything negative about Mensa to join the discussion. Bring your opinions. But they don't. They don't bring their opinions on the case. All they do is post death threats, harassment, ridicule, and funny thing, the same words are misspelled in their comments. So where are they getting their comments from?
Yeah, that's weird.
They don't
Well, it
show up
really
and
sounds
discuss the
funny.
case. They don't even know the case details. You know, I have people right now posting on my channel just such ridiculous stuff that I think, have you even heard of this case before? It's like they're only hired, they're only recruited to post their hateful crap. They don't know the case at all. They don't even know how to spell Shanann's name.
I have seen them. I've seen, yeah, the certain people that are bashing these creators like you and Alan, but then they really don't seem to know much about the case. Yeah.
And they have no interest in discussing the case at all. They only have
Right.
interest
Yep.
in posting their
Shit.
smack.
Yep.
So I just wanted to say, Megan nailed it. And I would dig into that further, Cher, because that's exactly what's going on. This isn't about the case itself. This is about teaching people, I guess, that it's okay to hate each other and it's okay to ridicule each other. You know, it's okay to call my employer. It's okay to call my kids, right? It's
Right.
okay to post my grandchildren's photos and then to sit there whining that they filed a police report that I was harassing them. I've never harassed anybody. And if
So
somebody
who did
doesn't
that
like
to you? Who did
what?
that to you? Who did that to you? Who was it? Who were the people that did this to you?
I'm in a position where for over 2 years, it's been just fine for all of these idiots to be harassing, ridiculing, mocking, doxing, calling my home. You guys would be amazed to know who called my home in the middle of the night 3 times in a row using a robo voice app. You would be amazed to learn who that is.
But why? Why are they doing that to you, Mensa?
They chose certain people, they targeted certain people right at the start. Every good drama needs an antagonist, and they created their antagonists.
True.
And these followers who are saying how terrible Mensa is are either falling right in line or they're a part of it.
But
I hate the
sometimes
term
Mensa.
flip flopper, by the way. Someone who I can't remember who said is Mensa. Oh, so what is Mensa a flip flopper? Flip flopper, especially in this case, is a stupid thing to say because I'm honest with how I feel. I felt one way and I went to how I feel now. And I'll be honest, I wrestle myself in my own head even now. And I think that's healthy. I don't know how you can look at this case and not flip flop. At least some of us are honest in how we're feeling instead of just hiding it.
I've never flip flopped. I've stayed with the same thing I thought right from the beginning.
The very
And
people that started calling me a flip flopper are flip floppers because I am on the side that they all flip flopped from to go on the other side to kiss the Ruzik's ass, and that ain't me.
Yeah, but you're allowed to, you know, with the narrative changing all the time, and you're allowed to have a difference of opinion. So I don't agree with that term either.
but what I don't get, Mensa, is how did they get your phone number? How did they get your address? Like, I've been on YouTube for over 4 years now, and
My information was posted there were 2 Facebook groups
yeah,
that I think it was about 2 weeks or 3 weeks after the case hit the headlines. Suddenly there were 2 Facebook groups that claimed they had 15,000 members each. And that's where the hate and the anger and the
oh, so they're fighting
crap
over.
started. And then on YouTube, there were 2 or 3 channels who started posting terrible videos. I had never heard of those people. I had never been on YouTube. And, you know, like I said, the attacks were rolling before I had even heard of this case. So that fact alone should concern us all.
So they're having a go at you before you even come on.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't.
do that, Janny. They really do that because I wasn't on for maybe 1 or 2 days. And yeah, within 48 hours,
Yeah.
my town I live in, my full name, my name changed, shit about like my dad, everything was out there. People, I don't know, that's how these trolls work. It's very weird.
They
But
created. There were 6.
you have a different work style, Cher. You're a what do you call it? Don't you go in and help people in prison and
Yeah.
and
Wrongful convictions and
things
yeah,
like that.
I like
So
yeah.
you're more out there than anyone else that I kind of know of in that respect. And this girl yesterday was saying that she was an advocate for this and that, and I thought, oh, here we go again, you know, because I know there's 100 of them out there, but I know you're telling the truth about your one. and that's why I've always stuck by you. And even though we do have different opinions, and you know that we do at times, it doesn't faze me one bit because we both do tell what we're feeling at the time. And, you know, it's a good, healthy relationship that way at times. I just don't know, like same with AD, when people started to threaten him, like he said to me, you know, how did they get my address? Like I'd given it to them. And I said, I don't know your bloody address. How would I give it to them? And then he found out this lady had offered to buy him something, and he gave her his phone number. And that was the worst thing. I said, you're an idiot for doing that. Why would you do that for? And he's gone, oh, I'm going to have to change my phone number. And, you know, and this is all before he become the AD that everyone kind of, I don't know. I don't know why they think of him as some king or something, but I know him as this, you know, he doesn't even know how to work the internet half the time. He gets everyone else to do it, but he's got his metadata.
Hey, you guys. Hey, No Drama Mama. I might come on a little bit later, but I actually do have to go right now. My phone's almost dying. And I got to get the kiddos finished with their projects for school today.
Okay. So, Menza, you have your own room, do you?
For some reason, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Sorry. Do you have your own room?
What does that
Channel?
mean?
Channel. Do you have your own channel?
Yes, I do.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah, we'll put that in the comments, and I'll make sure
Yeah.
that it's in the description also. I also have Think for Yourself, Megan J description in the description too.
Yeah, put the others in there. It would be interesting to see what they're saying now. And it's lovely to meet you, Lana, as well.
Nice to meet you. Sorry, guys, I was in the middle of making lunch.
I appreciate you
7:30
coming up here,
7:30 in the
Mensa, because I
morning.
know it's difficult.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
thought Cher was
I
in
think it's
trouble.
important if you do have a chance to do another live chat with Megan, Cher, I think that you really should dig into exactly what she's talking about, because it is obvious to many of us that this is, especially with the timing with the KK circus,
Yeah.
this is like round 3, and I think, again, Megan, you nailed it. You definitely nailed it with what you said before I came up on the panel.
I definitely, yeah, I think it's round, like you said, like round 3, like all for nothing here, attempt to whatever their agenda is. But I mean, I personally think it's the free speech on social media, but
It is, I
I
do
think
too.
it's definitely an agenda for sure.
Well, I think they expected, in fact, I've seen the private chats where they said that I would be easy to destroy because I'm old and I don't know anything about computers.
Huh.
And I think what they expected was for me to run and hide. And actually, I did remove myself from social media, and within 3 days, they were harassing my children and employers. So
Wow.
my thought was, well, if you're going to go ahead and use my name, then I wanted to be able to have a social media presence so that people could find out the truth. I think that what they planned was to have people too afraid to speak their opinion.
Yeah,
And
but
so
a lot of
they were
people
going to
got
keep right on
fired for corruption.
trashing. They were going,
There's a lot
they
of
had
people out
six
there saying that this
they
is
had
the
6
truth and
fake
it's not.
profiles with my name and my photo that they were using to post their garbage. I think they were planning on using my name, using my photo, and creating their storyline with or without me. And what they didn't bank on was that I was going to go ahead and jump back on social media and make it more difficult for them to pull it off.
Very true, Dave.
Yeah,
yeah,
and I've seen that. I've even had to reach out to you, like, do you have more accounts? And yeah, they're using your picture, and yeah.
And I think what Megan said about this being round 3, I do think they failed in round 1, they failed in round 2, so now they're coming out with the KKs and the Lanas and whatever. Ask yourself this question. After watching some of that garbage with the dressing up like Shanann for Halloween and dressing up the little boy in a little tutu and everything, if you cared about Shanann, if you cared about her family, would you ever make a video using that video? Would you? Would you be promoting that video?
No.
Which one?
Ugh.
Sorry.
If you cared about her family, would you be sending them link after link after link of anything nasty that you found that you thought they might not like?
Yeah, I think that's what people have been doing. That's why
They've been doing it from day one. One of the first people attacking calls herself a paid online investigator and claims, that she's all important, I guess. And she sent me a message saying that she had copied every comment I had ever made and it was going directly to the family. That's what they're doing. And that's back to what I said. They're the shit stirrers. I think they created a mess. I think it's an organized effort. And I think that they failed. Round one, they failed. Round two, they failed. They tried with that end of the driveway routine. The first death threat after that end of the driveway speech, I hadn't discussed the case for nearly 2 months. I had removed all videos on the case. That end of the driveway speech came out because discussions were slowing down. People weren't caring about the case anymore. And then he spoke at the end of the driveway claiming that they were not on social media. And within minutes, I received another death threat. Within minutes. That's
So
round two. And then in
police?
January of 2019, January of 2019, was it? When they had if you have a different opinion than you're a conspiracy theorist routine, right? There's another round. Okay? And now here we go again with the KK stuff, because what they're doing, they want to put people in place. And when I say they, I don't mean the family. I say whoever is behind the organization organizing this fiasco, chaos, whatever. They're wanting to put such over-the-top, terrible behavior out there by people who are saying the same things that anybody who might go against the narrative that's being pushed. So that way, it's called language association. That way, you automatically, even subliminally, will associate anybody who disagrees with the official narrative with the people who are dressing up as if they're a skeleton. And I'll stop talking because I know you got to go take care of the kids.
No, I agree.
Well, I'll
And
pop in and have a talk to you later, Mensa, if that's okay.
If that's a question, I can't hear you again.
Oh, sorry. Do you go on live? Because I'd love to come in and have a talk to you.
We've had a couple of lives recently. We'll do another live soon.
All right. I'm sure Cher could put it in her one as well.
I'll take off right now, though, but Cher, definitely.
I think there's like two to three different worlds out there. Like you get your obviously that's bad, attacking you the way that you just mentioned about your children, death threats, and that's just not right. That's not on. But then you get these, like obviously a lot that I go to don't get this. They don't get those type of threats and things thrown at them. So what we have to work out is what's the difference? Why is one getting all this shit poured at them and the other person isn't?
Well, it's organized. It's planned. It's organized. They want you to believe that it's because of somebody's opinion. It is not about anybody's opinion, because the people who are doing the attacking don't even know what anybody's opinions are.
Well, yeah, it's all about the truth, and they don't know the truth.
Well, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter whose opinion is what. It doesn't matter if somebody has flip-flopped or not. Their opinions don't matter. The point is there is a an organized effort to control speech.
Same as
Mhm.
that.
And
I
the
agree.
chaos that's being created in order to achieve that goal is, you know, resulting in exactly what we saw happen. I was up here for a couple of minutes and right away people are hating.
Mhm.
Hating is not okay, especially if you're going to do the praying hands and the hearts and all that. You know, if I hear one more time that I'm jealous of Christopher Watt's wife, you know, come on. Seriously? You know, or that I'm
I
in love
think
with
sometimes
Christopher
it can be
Watts.
the. I think that sometimes it can be the content of what people put out that sometimes people react differently to what they give back to you. And I
Not at
think
all. And not at all. That's what they want people to believe. They were
Mhm.
attacking before they had any clue what any opinions were. And that's the part they don't want you to remember. Their attacks have nothing to do with discussion. They don't take part in discussion at all. Their attacks are to show other people what might happen to you if you begin to think outside of the box. Are you familiar with the term scapegoat?
sorry.
They need a scapegoat. Do you
Oh,
guys?
Mhm.
scapegoat. Yeah.
Yeah, they need a scapegoat because that way other people will think, well, gee, I kind of agree with that. You wouldn't believe how many emails I get from people telling me they're too afraid to post on YouTube. They're what they really believe. And I mean, I get emails
Oh
all the time from
gosh.
people saying that's exactly what I think, and this is, you know, I've been thinking this from the start, and but they're too afraid to say so because of the attacks that have been going on.
Well, I've
People want
never
to start
once in
channels.
2 years been scared to say what I wanted to say. I've said it and I've meant it and I stand by it. So I must be one of the lucky ones that have gotten through all these places. I belong to quite a few channels and the creators are lovely that I go to. And I have to admit, though, if I walk into a channel and they're having a go and go out, I don't want to hear all that crap. But I come in tonight simply because I thought Cher was under attack, and I quite like Cher for my reasons, and so that's what I'm doing here actually because
Well,
I
and
thought
think
she
about
was.
this. If we take Cher out of the mix, if we take me out of the mix, anybody who has been attacked, you know, Cher and I are supposedly headed to prison for life, right, Cher?
Yep.
You know, and there's a whole lot of money
Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
flying, right, from millions of people who want to see you and me put in prison for life.
Yep.
Well, you know, and there what are only 4 or 5 of us, I think, on the short list. Um,
Yeah.
but take us completely out of the mix, okay? This isn't about any of us. Think about Cindy Watts, who from day one has been treated like absolute dirt. There have been so many lies spoken about Cindy Watts. Channel after channel will devote hours to bashing Cindy
Yep.
Watts.
Maybe
Ow.
Think
because it's
about
the
that.
things that she says.
Tell me what she said that would
Oh,
deserve.
you guys, I hate to cut this,
Yeah,
but my
I
Okay,
gotta
connection
go
is
too
at
yes,
because I have to get
1%.
lunch.
Carrie.
I'm at
Love you,
1%, but
girl.
thank you.
Love you, girl.
Thanks,
And see you
everyone.
Bye
later.
Bye.
bye.
Bye bye, sweetheart. Bye, everyone. And you're right, Karen.
I have to find the way to turn this off.
You got to make sure that I'm there with AD. That'd be funny. Thanks, Cher. I love you, girl. And sorry, I just thought you were in trouble. Again. Yeah, done.